Hello, welcome back to my channel. So here I'm just pushing back the cuticles with a cuticle pusher just to make sure that I've got enough nail estate to work with for the design. Now I'm going in with this lilac colour and I'm going to do 2 coats of this. This is the first coat and I'm only applying this to the pinky finger and the index finger. Once I've cured that first coat, here I am again going in with that second coat just to make sure that it's got full opacity. Now I am still learning to keep in frame here, so I missed out the first part because I was not in frame at all, but here I'm just applying some gold chrome to the tips after I've cured that second coat and wiped off the sticky layer. And then after I've applied the gold chrome, I go in with my detail brush and some clear top coat and I outline over the top of the gold chrome to do a French smile line. And then I'm going to cure that, and then once it's cured I'm going to remove the rest of the chrome with some isopropyl alcohol on a non-lint pad. I am aware that this is very blurry as well. For some reason my phone likes to focus on things that are in the background rather than on what I'm actually meant to be focusing on. So if you have any tips or tricks on helping me stay in focus, please let me know. So as you can see, I'm taking a lint-free wipe and some isopropyl alcohol and I am just wiping over the nail just to remove that extra chrome, and you'll be able to see the outline then of that French tip. Moving on to my middle finger and my ring finger, and just going in with 2 coats of a nude polish. This one is from Kirsty Meakin and it's called Not Just a Nude, and I'm going to cure after each coat has been applied as well. So this is coat number 2, and then once I've cured that, I'm going to move on to the next part of the design. On this next part, I've just placed some of that lilac polish that I use as base coats on my pointer and pinky finger, and I'm going to do a diagonal French on the middle and the ring finger. On the middle finger, I'm having it from the outside sweeping downwards inwards, and on the ring finger, I'm going to do it from the side that's closest to the pinky finger, sweeping downwards towards the middle finger. Once I've cured those smile lines, I'm just taking some white onto my palette with a dotting tool, and I'm just going to create simple 5-dot petal flowers. And then once I've got the base down for the petals, I'm just going to fill in the centre, if there is one, with the white, just to make it a full flower. And I'm just placing these randomly on the nude parts of the middle and the ring fingernails. And they don't have to be massive, keep them quite small if you can. You can also see I've actually added some half petals to create like half a flower just where the outlines of the nails are, just to fill in the extra gaps. Now again here, this is blurry but it goes in and out of focus, so I do apologise for that. But once the flowers have been cured, I'm going to take that white with my detail brush and just outline all of the flowers that I've done and cure them as I go. As you can see, I'm doing a wonderful job at staying in frame, and it is my second video, but it's my first video of actually trying to film me doing a nail design on myself rather than on a client, and it is super hard to focus on what you're doing with your nails and staying in focus for the frame of the actual shot that you're trying to film. But I'll learn as I go. So trust the process, stay with me, I will get better the more videos I create. So now that all the flowers are outlined, I'm still going to take that detail brush, but I'm just doing tiny thin lines just to connect the lines to each other, and these can be quite messy, they don't have to be perfectly placed. The idea behind this is to make it look like some sort of intricate lace in the background. So play about with it to your heart's content. You can also see that I've just added some random dots in places, and again you can connect the lines to them dots. So play about with it, see how it feels, and this is what it should sort of resemble towards the end of it. So as you can see, it sort of looks like a lace pattern, and you can see it better on my other thumb there actually as well. But once I've done that, I'm just going to cure it, and we'll move on to the next part of the design too. After you're happy with the playing of the lace design and you've cured it, you're going to go in with a layer of top coat, and going to take the smallest gems that I have in a lilac colour and just place them in the centre of the flowers. And once you're happy with the placement of the gems, go ahead and cure it so that they don't move. Going back to the pointer and the pinky finger now, we're going to apply a top coat to both of those nails, and you're going to select a small pearl and a bigger half pearl as well, and you're just going to place them along that smile line you made with the gold chrome. And once you're happy with the placement, you can go ahead and cure that too. Moving back to the middle finger and the ring finger, I'm just applying some gold chrome along the edge of that purple smile line where the purple meets the nude, and then once that's down, I'm going to take my top coat on a detail brush again, and I'm just going to outline the edge of that French. And once you've got that down where you want it, you're then going to cure it, and again taking some isopropyl alcohol on a lint-free wipe, you're just going to remove the rest of that chrome to reveal the final design. So now that we're done with the main four fingers, we're moving on to the thumb. So again, I'm taking that nude polish just for 2 coats as a base on the thumb, and I'm going to cure in between each coat just to make sure that it's got full opacity. Once your 2 base coats of the nude are cured, going in with that detailer brush and the lilac again, and we're just going to do a traditional smile line French tip on this thumbnail. Now take your time with this because you want it to be even. When you're finally happy with that smile line, go ahead and cure that for a minute. And then what we're going to do is exactly the same that we did on the ring and the middle finger. We're going to create the 5 dot petaled flowers with that dotting tool in white on the nude part of the thumbnail. Now because this is a traditional French tip, we do have a bit more space to add extra flowers if we want to, but again, keep in mind that you don't want to make these massive. When you're happy with the flowers, you can go ahead and cure those. When your flowers are cured, you're going to go in with that detailer brush and the white polish again, and we're going to outline those flowers. And you can already see that I've already added them dots in that extra space. So once we've got the flowers outlined and you've cured them, we're going to go back in with that detailer brush, and again you're going to create that lace pattern. So play about with it, have creative freedom over this. Just make it look really intricate. So once you've added all of those lines that join together to create the lace, go ahead and cure that for 60 seconds so that it doesn't move. And then we're going to move on to that gold chrome. Now for this, I've just left it as a panoramic view because I did such an amazing job at keeping in frame that you can't see anything anyway. So I'm just applying that gold chrome along the French line where the lilac meets the nude. And then with that top coat and my detailer brush, we're just going to outline along that smile line and where you've applied the gold chrome. When you're happy with the smile line, you're going to go ahead and cure that for 60 seconds. And then again, taking your lint-free wipe and your isopropyl alcohol, you're going to remove all the excess chrome powder from the nail plate once you've cured it. Okay, so we're on to the final step now. So you're just going to apply a nice layer of top coat, and then taking your smallest lilac gems that you've got, you're just going to place those into the centre of the white flowers on the thumbnail. And when you're happy with the placement of that, you can go ahead and cure it for 60 seconds. And then once it's cured, your final product is complete.